In the bustling city of Viridia, there lived a skilled thief named Kale. Kale wasn't a violent man, he never carried a blade and would rather use his nimble fingers to pick a lock than a fight. But he was a slave to his desires, believing the world owed him a life of comfort he hadn't earned. He stole jewels from the wealthy, coins from merchants, and artifacts from temples, all with a clever smile and a swift escape. One evening, under a cloak of mist and shadow, Kale targeted a place he had long avoided, the humble hermitage of an old, revered sage named Master Liang on the outskirts of the city. Rumor spoke of a single, priceless treasure the master kept, a luminous jade lotus, said to be a gift from the gods themselves. Kale slipped inside, finding the master deep in meditation. The room was sparse, filled only with the scent of sandalwood and the soft glow of a single candle. There, on a simple wooden pedestal, sat the jade lotus. It glowed with a soft, inner light, more beautiful and valuable than anything Kale had ever seen. His heart raced with greed. In a moment, he had snatched it and vanished into the night. Back in his den, Kale admired his prize. But as the days turned into weeks, a strange unease settled in his stomach. The thrill of the theft faded, replaced by a heavy, cold weight in his chest. His sleep was plagued by nightmares, not of being caught, but of Master Liang's calm, disappointed eyes. The more he stared at the lotus, the less it seemed a trophy and the more it seemed an accusation. Fortune, too, began to turn against him. His usual luck evaporated. A roof tile gave way under his foot during an escape, spraining his ankle. A loyal fence suddenly refused to deal with him. The coins he stole seemed to vanish from his purse, spent on unexpected misfortunes, a sudden illness that required costly medicine, a fine for a crime he didn't commit. He felt as if an invisible net was tightening around him. This, he realized with a sinking feeling, was the fruit of his action. This was his karma. Driven not by guilt yet, but by a desperate desire to reverse his bad luck, Kale decided to return the lotus. He convinced himself that giving it back would break the curse and restore his fortunes. He returned to the hermitage under the cover of a new moon, the lotus wrapped in a cloth. To his surprise, Master Liang was sitting in the same spot, as if he had never moved. The room felt even emptier without its centerpiece. Shamefaced, Kale stepped out of the shadows and placed the lotus on the floor before the old master. "I have come to return what I stole," Kale muttered, unable to meet the sage's gaze. "I took this, and since then, my life has been nothing but misery. I understand now. I am returning it to set things right." Master Liang opened his eyes. They held no anger, only a deep, penetrating kindness. He looked at the lotus, then at the thief's tormented face. "You have taken a weight off your soul by returning it," the master said, his voice like a quiet stream. "But tell me, have you taken the weight off my soul?" Kale was confused. "I don't understand, master. I have returned your treasure. What more weight could there be?" "The night you stole the lotus," Master Liang began softly, "a young mother from the village brought her sick infant to me. The child burned with fever. The light from the jade lotus, which I would use in meditation to channel healing energy, was the only thing that could soothe him. When I went to fetch it, it was gone. The child cried through the night without its comfort. Though the child eventually recovered, the mother's heart was filled with fear, and I was burdened with helplessness. That is the weight you caused. That is the karma you created." Kale's knees buckled. He had thought his crime was against an object and its owner. He now saw it was a stone thrown into a pond, and the ripples had touched lives he never knew existed. His regret, which had been for his own suffering, now transformed into a profound, aching remorse for the suffering he had caused. Tears streamed down his face, the first genuine tears of his life. "I am so sorry," he whispered, the words feeling utterly inadequate. "How can I ever change this? How can I fix what I have broken?" Master Liang smiled gently. "You already have begun. You felt the consequence, you recognized the cause, and you took the first step to make amends. This is how karma is changed. Not by undoing the past, but by reshaping the future." The master pushed the lotus back toward Kale. "The object itself is just jade. Its true value was in its use. So, I give it to you now. Not to keep, but to give away. Take it to the village and sell it. Use the money to buy medicine for the sick, food for the hungry, and blankets for the cold. Let the value of that which was stolen now become a gift. In this, you will not just balance the scales, you will tip them toward good. And so, Kale did. He sold the jade lotus and used every coin to help the very village he had unknowingly harmed. He didn't just do it once, he found a new purpose. Using his skills not for theft but for good, picking the locks of storerooms to distribute grain during a famine, sneaking past corrupt guards to deliver aid, he became a silent guardian of the people. He never again felt the cold weight of regret in his chest. Instead, he felt the warm glow of purpose. Kale had learned that while we cannot erase the past, we can, through sincere regret and selfless action, change its echo in the future. He had changed his karma by changing his heart.